Hey guys, week 211 here on the homestead. 211 weeks ago, I gave up everything, moved to Bulgaria, started my own homestead. So let's see what we're up to this week. Hey there guys, how you going? So 211 weeks down here on the homestead. This week it's been mostly titivating, weeding, getting crops free from the weeds that have started snaggling them up. That'll be continuing next week with some corn that I've got down on the bottom field. And I'm not going to finish what I'm doing this week, but I'll show you what I have done. Weeding is a very intensive process because I don't use any chemicals or anything. I pull each weed out by hand and then compost them down. But Biscuit's doing really well. She's adapting perfectly acceptably. She's found a little place in the pack. Kitties are fine. They're actually around here at the moment. And yeah, so a lot of mowing as well and a lot of composting. Finished planting potatoes, and we've repotted some chilies this week as well. It looks like we're going to have a decent chili harvest, hopefully. But anyway guys, I will of course talk to you again soon. I hope you have a fantastic week and achieve everything you want to do. If you'd like to take a second to check out one of my books available on Amazon. Sophie's actually down at the moment, it's being re-edited. But you can still buy Slaves of the Basilisk, my newest book. It is available now through Amazon, and that of course will help support little Biscuit and will get her some food. Anyway guys, I'll talk to you again soon. Have a good one. Okay guys, so this week I've also been weeding these potatoes, mostly this row here. Now we've had some mixed results. The mulch potatoes, as you know, complete failure. We've only had 2 or 3 of them germinate, and the traditionally planted potatoes that are over here had a much better germination rate, and they're doing fine. But this week we've also had come up potatoes down this side here. These are the deep planted potatoes. Now at first I thought they were a bit of a failure as well, but they seem to have sprouted, and now that they're growing they actually appear healthier than the shallow planted potatoes in the first row. So there might still be in this depending on how they fruit out at the end, but so far the normal planted have done fine. The deep planted seem to be healthier. Hey guys, so the cripple girls are doing very well now. Feathers are growing back, and they all seem perfectly happy. We've also started receiving between 2 and 3 eggs a day from 5 hens. So considering that some of them are 2 and some of them are 1, some of them are 2, that's not a bad haul at all. But yeah, so fresh eggs every day, and all the girls seem to be fine, despite their deformities and crippling injuries. Hey guys, how you going? So as you can see, I'm out here weeding the pumpkin patch at the moment. Started on this row over here, moving over. So all I do is take this blue towel and kneel on that, move down the row and pull the weeds out by hand. And then go back and just hoe around and get the last few ones out in the little walkways in between the weeds. But the pumpkins are doing very well. I've had to separate a couple. They seem to be surviving the transplants, so that's good. Not all of them have germinated. I've got a bit of a gap down this side, and there's a big gap down this side. But we just move our way along and do a different row, then come back the other way and do the next row, putting all the weeds into the compost heap as we go. Well, one of the other things I did this week was add this swing seat to the cherry tree. It's made out of a bit of black locust and some rope I had laying around. It's quite pleasant to sit on. It's quite nice to come out here and just have a sit and watch the chickens. When you're sitting in it, it actually turns 90 degrees to face away from those bushes in front of it. But as it sits relaxed, it faces that way. But short of adding another turn in the rope at the top, there's not much I can do about that, but it works fine, and I'm happy with it. Yeah, so here's a good example. All of this stuff here, the grass looking stuff, that's corn. and then corn in the next row, and then as you can see you've got the sunflowers, which are the ones with the big round leaves. There are a fair few around here. Well, of course, this has become a weekly and almost continuous job now, the mowing, just to keep everything under control, and also supply the compost heap with a regular feed of fresh material. So yeah, this is just 1 week's growth. As you can see on the left, this has been mown, this hasn't. It grows very, very quickly at this time of year, and we're getting probably 20 or 30 cubic feet of grass material off of here every single week. So we should have plenty of compost next year, hopefully. Hey guys, so in here there are 3 chili seeds. Here, here, and here. 3 chili saplings, sorry. Those were moved this week. They've been out for a few nights now. The cold hasn't killed them. They are Carolina Reapers, so I've spaced them out and given them a huge amount of room. But yeah, hopefully they do well, and hopefully we'll manage to get some of the world's hottest peppers grown this year. But they seem to be doing fine so far. So anyway, we'll keep an eye on them. But they're grown in a mix of just soil and compost as well. It's mostly compost at the top, moving down to soil the lower down you go. I transplanted them early. As you can see, they are tiny little saplings, but I thought that would be possibly better because the germination pots they're in are very small, and rather than transplanting them twice, I thought I'd just do it once into the big one and see if they survive. I've still got plenty in my germinator though, just as a backup in case these 3 don't make it. Hey guys, so this is my cornfield, and the corn's doing fine, but as you can see it has gotten quite weedy. So next week that's going to be first job on the list. We also have a load of sunflowers that have popped up here. So I didn't plant any sunflowers, these are all volunteers, but there's far more sunflowers here than the ones I actually planted. So yeah, sunflowers and corn, it turns out, in this field.